Good morning, you beautiful souls. Just getting into our music this morning. I'll get us loosened up, give us some yoga, wind us down with a short guided meditation. And then I will be live again at 10:30 for just guided meditation. So if you would like to join that, just come back to the main page. I don't know the weather in your area, but it's nice and sunny here. Still a little chill. Looks like we're gonna listen to Healing Soul Frequencies 1111 Hertz. Flip it around so you can see. And I'll get us started. We'll rotate the head in that circular motion all the way around. Keeping our breath going as we're moving. Making sure your chair is locked if you have wheels on it. If you have arms on the chair or a desk or table in front of you, feel free to use that as well. Opposite direction with the head when you're ready. Still keeping those breaths going. Down to the arms and the shoulders. Centering into the body, the breath, your movement. Opposite direction when you're ready. Still making those big circles with the arms. Down to the wrists. Stretch the fingers. Shift side to side and lift up the hips. Straighten the legs, bring them about the width of the chair and rotate the ankles. Stretch the toes. Good, back to center in your chair. Make that big circle, hands together. Interlace, stretch up and back towards the chair. Relax the arms into goddess and stretch back some more. And gently back up to center. Stretch forward, down towards the knees. And all the way down to the floor if it feels good to do so. Gently come back up to sitting. Nice, twist to one side. Back to center, into that other side. Good, back to center. We're gonna go to that first side. Take that back arm and stretch it up towards the ceiling. Shift to bring it in front of you. Back up towards the ceiling. And back down to the chair. Back to center, over to that other side. That back arm again, up towards the ceiling. Shift to bring it in front of you. Back up towards the ceiling. And down on the twist. Back to center. Good, straighten the legs about the width of the chair. Bring the feet together. Back apart. Bring the legs back together and bend the knees. Good, shift back to that first side twisting. We're gonna hold on to the back of the chair. Take your front arm and up this time towards the ceiling. Good, just down beside you or in front of you. Back up towards the ceiling and back down on that twist. Back to center. Shift to that other side. Good, we're gonna take that front arm again, up towards the ceiling. Shift to go beside us, in front of us. Back up towards the ceiling. Down on the twist. And back to center. Good, I'm gonna have us stand up and come to the back of the chair. Holding on to the chair, we're gonna take one arm and go up towards the ceiling again. Good, bend that elbow. Back up towards the ceiling and down. Other side, up towards the ceiling. Bend that elbow. Back up towards the ceiling and down. Good, we're gonna step back away from the chair, but hold on to the chair. Bring one knee up towards the center and out to the side. Straighten the leg. Bend the knee, bring it back to center and down. Good, other side, knee up towards the center, out to the side, straighten the leg, bend the knee, back to center and down. Walk away from the chair until the arms are straight, not locking the elbows or the knees. And then drop the head and bring the chin towards the chest.
Oh, yeah. It's called Royal Kingdom. Just came out. No ads.
Gently bring the head back to center and walk back towards the chair. Good, we're gonna go back up with one arm towards the ceiling. Bend the elbow again. Take the hand on the other side of the head this time. Back up towards the ceiling and down to the chair. Up on that other side, bend that elbow, back up towards the ceiling, and back down to the chair. Walk away from the chair, straighten the arms. Remember not to lock the elbows or the knees. Drop the head and bring the chin to chest. Back to center. One step towards the chair, but not all the way to it. We're gonna bend the knees, release the arms and bring them up and come into chair. Good, bring the arms back down, hold on to the chair, and then straighten the legs. Good, we're straightening one leg just to the side. Good, back down, and then your other side. Back down. Going back to that first side, straight, and then we're gonna bend the knee, straight, and then bring it back down. Good, other side, straighten the leg, bend the knee, straighten the leg, and bring the leg back down. Good, we're gonna go back to that first side, straighten the leg, bend the knee, hold on to the chair with one hand, and then go up with the other arm. Good, back down with the arm and the leg. Nice, other side, straighten the leg, bend the knee, and then go up with that other arm. Good, and back down. Walk away from the chair again. Remember not to lock the knees or the shoulders or the elbows. Drop the head and bring the chin to the chest. Good, head back to center. We're gonna keep the arms straight, We're gonna go up with one arm. Good, back down and up with that other arm. Good, back down. Hold the chair with the hands and go back with one leg. Supported warrior. Good, down with that leg. Go back with the other leg. Good, back down. We're gonna go back to that first side, back with one leg. And then we're gonna go up with one arm. The same or opposite, up to you. Bring down that arm and then come up with the other. Good, bring that arm down and then bring the leg down. Good, other side. The leg straight behind you. And then go up with the arm. Back down and up with the other arm. Good, back down and then bring the leg down and then walk back up to your chair. Good, I'm gonna have us come back and sit down. Excuse me. Give yourself a big hug, reach for those shoulder blades. We're gonna take the elbows up towards the forehead. Release the arms out into goddess. Good, give yourself another big hug, other arm on top. This time, reach for those shoulder blades. Going up towards the forehead again and opening up into goddess. Good, give yourself another big hug, that first arm on top this time. We're gonna take the elbows down towards the abdomen this time. Open the arms up to the side, hands together above the head, down to the heart center. Release back into goddess. Good, give yourself another big hug, other arm on top this time. We're gonna drop the elbows down towards the abdomen again. Open the arms up to the side, hands together above the head, down to the heart center. Release out into goddess. Stretch back towards the back of the chair. Bring the head back and open up in the throat. Start from the chin, open up all the way down the meridian line of the body till you reach that root chakra at the base of the spine. Gently come back up to sitting. Nice, relax the arms, shake them out. Good, rotate those shoulders back and then rotate them forward. Good, back again. Good, we're gonna rotate forward. Feel the shoulder blades shift and the shoulder. Bring them up towards the ears and shift back. Open up in that heart center. Shift them back up towards the shoulders and roll them forward and open up in the back of the shoulders. Back up towards the ears and back. Open up in that heart center. Bring that head back and open up in that throat. Head back to center. Keep those shoulders back. We're going to take the chin to the chest. You're probably feeling more pull in the back of the neck going down into the shoulders. Nice, back to center with the head and then relax the shoulders down. Good, rotate them forward, open up in the back of the shoulders, chin to chest. Good, now we're gonna take the head up towards the ceiling, keep the shoulders forward. You feel that pull in the front of the throat, the sides of the neck. Bring the head back to center and then relax the shoulders. Good. Rotate the shoulders as if you were swimming backwards, but not moving the arms. Of course you can if it feels better to do so to you. Listening to self is key, as always. We're gonna go forward as if we're swimming forward, just with the shoulders. Good, and relax out, shake them out if you need to. Good, we're gonna twist to one side. Take that forearm, bring it just above the knees, onto the thighs. We're gonna take that back arm and stretch forward a little bit more with the body and stretch that back arm back. Remember not to lock the shoulders, the elbows. Try not to put too much pressure into the fingers, into the chair. And then we're gonna gently bring the torso up, bending that back elbow, and then back to center. Good, take that other forearm, bring it forward, and go back with that other arm. Reach for the chair, stretch forward and straighten that arm back. Good, back up. Good, and back to center. Make that big circle, hands together above the head, interlace and stretch up, or one hand on top of the other. Good, we're gonna come down and stretch forward, and down towards the knees again, and all the way down to the floor if it feels good to do so. Drop the head. Release the fingers of the hands. Plant both hands onto the floor. Press into the floor with the hands. Good. Gently bring the hands to the back of the legs on the calves. Bring the elbows forward. And then bring them back towards your sides, keeping the hands onto the calf. Good, back to the side. Bring the hands to the shins. Bring the head forward, and then we're gonna gently come up to sitting. Nice, up with one arm. Shift to bring it to the side of you. Good, back up towards the ceiling, down to the other side, and back to the thigh. Up with the other arm. Good, shift to bring it to the side of you. Back up towards the ceiling, down to the other side, and gently to the thigh. Good, twist to one side. Back to center and to the other side. Good, back to center. Make that big circle, hands together above the head, down to the heart center, and hold there. Straighten one leg, and then take the ankle and bring it just above the knee. Good, bring the knee down. Release. And back down. Going to that other side, straighten the leg. Bring the ankle above the knee. Push the knee down. Bring the knee back up. Relax out and bend down. Relax the arms. Good, big circle again, hands together above the head. Down to the heart center. Straighten the leg. Ankle above the knee. We're gonna take the knee in towards the chest this time. Back down. Release and down. Over to that other side, straighten. Ankle above the knee. Knee up towards the chest. Back down, release, down with the leg, and then release the arms, shake them out. Stretch those fingers, rotate the wrists. Good, make that big circle again, hands together above the head, down to the heart center. We're gonna take one elbow to the outside of the knee, take the other elbow up towards the ceiling. Good, we're gonna shift back up to center and gently over to that other side. Good, back to center, over to that other side again, up with that arm. Good, back down, back to center, over to that other side, up with that top arm. Good, back down, back to center, up to sitting, release the arms. Good, bring the hands up towards the shoulders. We're gonna bring the elbows together, straighten the arms. Bring the hands back towards the shoulders, elbows are together, and take them to the side and towards the back of the body. Good, back to the side, release out to the side. Good, back up towards the head, above, down to the heart center. Good, drop the head, chin to chest. Gently release the hands to leave them open on top of the thighs. And gently bring the head up. Good, rotate that head in that circular motion all the way around. Remember, keep that breath going. Opposite direction with the head when you're ready. Good, rotate the shoulders. Opposite direction. Good, bring the arms back out into goddess, rotate the wrists. Stretch the fingers. Relax the arms. Hold on to the chair, the arms of the chair. We're gonna shift side to side again and lift up those hips. Good, straighten the legs, bring them about the width of the chair and rotate those ankles again. Remember both directions. Stretch the toes. Good, and then just center into your chair. I want you to do that body scan from the top of the head to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes and feel. Are you still feeling tension? Is there a lock or block in the body still? Maybe there's a certain pose or stretch that's coming to you. If so, please feel free to do it. Otherwise, relax into your chair safely and comfortably. When you're ready, gently closing the eyes or using that 1-point focus, picking something with the eyes that's not moving. Focus on that point until everything in your peripheral starts to become blurry. If your eyes are closed, centering in. Center in with your breath. My voice, the music, and your outside noises. Stay with the breath. The rise and fall of the shoulders with each inhale and with each exhale. the rise and fall of the heart center, the rise and fall of the solar plexus. The breath. Bringing in that oxygen and taking out that carbon dioxide. Breathe in healing. Breathe out toxins. Breathe in your light. Breathe out your darkness. Breathe in your self-worth. Release the self-sabotage. Breathe in your strength. Breathe out your weaknesses. Breathe in your joy. Breathe out your love. Breathe in for self. Breathe out for others. Just let your breath flow. When you're ready, gently wiggle the toes, move the feet, the legs, move the fingers, the hands, the arms, move the head, and move the torso. Open the eyes gently or come out of that drifty gaze. Give yourself a nice stretch. Make that big circle again. Hands together above the head, down to the heart center. I hope you have a terrific Thursday. Namaste. I'll be back at 10:30 for a short guided meditation and some breath work. Thank you all for being here. Brandy, Lacey, Jenny, Sharon, Brock. Thanks for being here with me this morning. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to drop a comment. You're welcome to send me a private message. Also, donations, tips are appreciated. They are not required. I'll be back next Thursday with chair yoga at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time and the guided meditation at 10:30. Have a great day. Bye.